Welcome to Next Level Wednesday. Today I'm at Alpena Community College and I'm speaking to instructor and advisor Andrew Paad about how he got into his journey. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's talk about how you got into this field.
I started out long ago when I was in high school. I started out as a welder and a machinist. I had some great instructors way back then. And I did it on and off throughout my life. I've had numerous careers. I came back to Alpena a number of years ago, and I actually came back to ACC for a while. After working here locally for 6-8 years, the position came open and I applied, and here I am.
Who introduced you to welding?
My real first exposure was in high school. I had Scott McKenzie and Wayne Birmingham and Mr. Moore as a machining instructor, and all three of those really got my interest in these fields. So,
I guess what would you say is the most rewarding about what you do as an instructor or advisor?
I think the most rewarding for me is getting people interested and preparing them for their future. I always say don't only do one thing. Everybody seems to want to be something, and that's great. If you want to be a welder or a machinist, a CAD operator or whatever in these fields, that's great. But make sure you can do other things. Have a backup plan and then have a couple more backup plans. And to see students walk out with career options and many career options, not just one, not just going to work for one place, but having the opportunity, they could go to any company either in Alpena, or in the state, or even nationwide.
What would you say has been your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge, I think, is just the size, trying to narrow it down. While you can be good at a lot of things, to specialize in one or two things is one of my bigger challenges, trying to narrow it down, so to speak. But we have a great opportunity here at ACC. We're very individual or one-on-one. If I know somebody's going towards a career field or a specific spot, like fourth or fifth axes as an example, we can tailor a lot of their not only education or kind of their goals, but even their credentialing, their third-party credentials can be focused in just specifically in that field if that's something they enjoy.
What would you say are 3 top strengths that someone must have to be an instructor?
To be an instructor, I'd say you have to be dedicated. It's not always the easiest job as everybody kind of thinks it is. So dedication and willingness to help people.
What education is involved?
You could start out with just an associate's even in welding and come back, be an adjunct instructor, get experience in it. You don't have to have necessarily the full teaching degree in a career field. The more you can do, the better. So don't just be a welder or machinist, try and be everything.
Okay, thank you for that. As you heard it from Andrew, have a backup plan and another backup plan. You can do multiple things. In Alpena, Stephanie Manici with Next Level Wednesday.
Sherry, I've always wanted to put on the helmet and
Really?
frame something up and try that.
Let's fire up something and weld something together.